Well, what's going on, KWP? Wrestling Addict 100 back with you here for my predictions for WWE TLC 2017. Obviously doing this a little bit differently. No actual face cam this time around. Just really couldn't be bothered doing face cam, so enjoy the picture of the TLC promotional poster as we talk about WWE TLC 2017 and my predictions for that event, and hopefully a way to claim the KWP Intercontinental Championship, currently held by RUB Figs. I know Breather35 has already put his predictions out. RUB Figs is probably on his way to doing that if he hasn't already done it. And like most things for me, better late than never. So let's get into it. I'm going to talk about the pre-show as well, just in case. We have Sasha Banks versus Alicia Fox. People seem to be quite hot on Alicia Fox at the moment. They seem to think they're planning something big with her ever since this split with Noam Dar and Cedric Alexander, stuff like that. They think maybe she could start working her way back into the Raw Women's title picture. Anything can happen in WWE. And that's why I'm going to say Alicia Fox to actually pick up a very big upset win over Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks does not have to win every match. She's a crowd favourite nevertheless. So I feel like she can lose one every so often, and if they can use that to boost another woman as well. Because remember, Sasha's been dealt some really bad cards. She's already, like a 4-time women's champion, but she never seems to hold the belt for any longer than a month. So, I mean, that pretty much speaks for itself. Next match is for the WWE Raw Women's title. We have Alexa Bliss versus Mickie James. Mickie James in a singles title picture, like a one-on-one title match, for the first time in a very long time, on pay-per-view for Mickie James anyway. Of course, these two were friends at some point or another. This is just before the draft, I'm pretty sure. However, Alexa Bliss will probably retain the belt here, won't she? It seems pretty obvious that she will. Strange things have happened, but with only 2 title matches, why bother swapping the belt around? This is what bugs me about this pay-per-view as well, is the lack of title matches, which sort of leads us into the next match I'm going to talk about. Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Raw Tag Team Champions, and Roman Reigns, nope, psych. Kurt Angle, for the first time in 11 years, is going to be stepping into a WWE ring. Now, this is pulling a lot of people back into the thing. It's probably not the way WWE wanted to reintroduce Kurt Angle to in-ring competition, and the Raw roster is so big, you'd think they could have picked anyone, but they've knocked it out of the park and just said, Kurt, bring your boots, bring your tights, you're jumping in that ring with 2 out of 3 members of the Shield for your first match. I mean, this whole situation is probably not how WWE wanted it to go. To me, this seems like it's going to be a bit of a cluster F of a pay-per-view, if I'm perfectly honest with you. I would swear, but this ain't my channel. I know. We'll try and keep it a little bit PC, won't we? So, we've got effectively the Shield, I suppose. We'll just call them that. Versus the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, Cesaro, Sheamus, or The Bar, Braun Strowman, and Kane in a 3-on-5 handicap match. The way that this has been booked, why do we need Braun Strowman in there? Why do we need Kane in there, of all people? We don't. But they want to do that anyway, for whatever reason. Maybe it was to make the Shield look strong, that they could take out 5 people. I guess it does keep Braun Strowman busy, to an extent, since Brock Lesnar ain't showing up. There's no Raw Universal title picture or match at this pay-per-view, so here you go. Braun Strowman's going to be doing something. There's no point in putting him in a squash match. I think the Shield will still win this one anyway. Kurt's not going to lose on his re-debut, I suppose you would call it. He'll help the Shield pick up the win, won't he? Next up, Asuka on her debut versus Emma. Asuka, that doesn't need any more of an explanation. Kalisto versus Enzo Amore. Kalisto, again, doesn't need that much of an explanation. His promo work needs to improve big time. He's saying that he wants to become the new Cruiserweight Champion. Cuz, you're already the Cruiserweight Champion. You don't need to become the new one. You need to defend your belt. That is what you need to do. Hopefully they put some sort of surprise twist on this match. more than anything. Maybe give it a stipulation, because that's what this thing is lacking. We've got one TLC match. That's it, and that's that main event match we were talking about earlier, Shield versus that whole other roster of people. They need a tables match in there. They need a ladders match in there. Like, they obviously haven't thought this pay-per-view through at all. One namesake match for a namesake pay-per-view. Come on, WWE, you are better than this. So, Kalisto to hold on to his belt. Cedric Alexander, Rich Swann versus Gentleman Jack Gallagher and the Brian Kendrick. I couldn't care which way this match goes, to be honest. I must say, Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann, that's probably going to be the one match that'll be my dud match more than anything. That's probably where I'm really going to stuff up. Everything else, it's just so obvious what's happening. Finn Balor versus AJ Styles. AJ Styles jumping over from SmackDown to replace Bray Wyatt because Bo Dallas has been spreading some sort of funky-ass disease around the Raw roster, and as a result, a lot of Raw talent is having to get tested. I'm surprised The Miz is still in his match things. You know, the whole Miz triage thing. Curtis Axel has been pulled from the pay-per-view. Not that he was ever meant to be on it. He might come out with The Miz. It is very hard to say. I'm going to say Finn Balor, just because he was obviously going to win the other match. Who knows? Is this the way to introduce Balor Club? Like, that might be what they're onto. Maybe they're just trying to make the best out of a bad situation. But Finn Balor, AJ Styles, Finn Balor for the win on this one. It's on Raw. Like, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That'll do it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this predictions video. My predictions are probably the same as everyone else's. I haven't watched anyone else's predictions because I like to try and go into this thing with as little knowledge about what everyone else is doing as possible. That way I'm not just seeming like I copy their answers. Though I probably have, because this does seem like a very predictable pay-per-view. That's going to do it, guys. Enjoy the pay-per-view. Till next time, see you later.